been in love with since I was 22 years old.
Because you said last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk. When can we see them, and what's taking so long to release them?
Breaking news, a fiery plane crash in Pennsylvania. The FAA says 5 people were on board the plane when it crashed.
I do partnership, not ownership. Sure. You're not my property. I don't even want to own you. I want a partner in this situation.
What mother leaves her young kids alone in the house for 4 years?
And it's against my religion to tell y'all my business.
You've been in cars that time?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that.
And have. I like small cars. Hello. Hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome. Happy Saturday. Not only is it Saturday, but it's a collective news type of day. Get on in here, hit that like button. However many people are here at this moment, we want to double that real soon. So hit the like button. Also, let us know, that you're in the house and you're having a good day. Hopefully, you're having a good Saturday. Ashley, how are you feeling today? And are you ready for some news?
I'm ready. I'm nervous. I don't know what you done dug up out the crates. I mean, I know a few things, but I don't know what's over here. The collective news is always a surprise every Saturday when I'm not hosting. So I'm ready to get into it. But how are you?
I'm awesome. I feel good, smell good. You know when you smell good, it's something special. Because in the collective news space, myself and Ashley, I can't speak about other content creators, but we just feel like y'all can smell us, and it's smell-o-vision. So we go through the process of, smelling good, feeling good, moisturization before we hop on live. Because if y'all can smell me, I smell good. But definitely not going to belabor any points. I feel like, I ain't gonna jump on Porsha just yet. We gonna go here with Keke and them. Let's start here.
Finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. Mm-hmm. So I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, but at the same time, I got to still be like, guys, what's going on here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares.
No one
cares. And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that?
Yes.
That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right. Mm-hmm. He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me tell you one thing that Keke don't need:
money.
From nobody. Now, if you want to give a little something and get my nails done, something cute,
but
I'm
shouldn't
fine
they
with
do
it.
that? But shouldn't they make that effort,
Yeah.
Keke?
But you might still look like Stedman to the world, and that's a great role.
Because
if I was married to, I was with Oprah Winfrey,
right, you just be sitting up there waiting,
chilling.
Yeah,
and Stedman, by the way, Stedman's esteemed.
Yeah,
Stedman has a whole career. He's just not Oprah.
Yeah.
So the fact that how dare people compare you to your lover?
Yeah.
I hate that Oprah had to endure that.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that she had to endure that. Stedman had to endure that. And that's why I said what I said, because you had a good role. Mm-hmm. You were supposed to be my Stedman.
Enough of her singing, child. She gonna sing. Ashley, how do you feel about what Miss Keke Palmer had to say? Because she said, y'all get off of Oprah's neck and get off of Stedman's neck. That man ain't gotta bring nothing but himself. You know why? Because she's rich. Ashley.
Okay, so Keke, speak for yourself. And here's the thing. I think she's able to say that for her, because as for me in my house, I don't give a damn what you do over there. Baby, if you want to take care of the whole United Negro College Fund, that is your business. But as for me in my house, you got to come correct, good sir. And I oh God, here's the thing. Money is money. Once you have a certain level of money, certain things don't matter to you. And that's fine for you. But I think to engage in this public discourse around being a black woman and what they should and shouldn't accept from a man has to be based on that black woman. Like I would never tell a young girl out here to go find somebody from under a damn bridge. Like, we're not doing that. I don't see what the problem is with having an expectation that a man can be on your level or above. I don't see anything wrong with it. And I hate that people are becoming like a harbinger of this message to like, oh yeah, it's fine. You know, let's build a bear. Let's build a man. I don't think men need that. And I think it lessens the drive of a man to become all that he can be when you're coddling him like this. I mean, baby, okay, you got it. You take care of everybody, all the light-skinned men you want to take care of, Keke. For me in my house, I'm not doing it. And then I'm taking care of you and you're swinging me all around the couch and sofa, all around the living room. Tyra, I'll be damned. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I'm
no. Wait, she was singing from her song. That was a snippet from her song when she said you was supposed to be my stedman. Like, what, baby? All you had to do was be set and be cute and be quiet, and you blew that up. Like she's looking for that. My issue is that we have these type of situations, and it's in such a public way, just like when the outpour came in, when we felt like, oh, you laying hands on the Keke Palmer. What we're not going to do is that. It's like, you can't come to us with the BS and then get upset when people have something to say about your dynamic or lack thereof, because this was, about Oprah, but this was very, very Keke centered. Like, don't come to me about what my man's lacking or what expectation I should have. I don't like this rhetoric, not just for women as a whole, but these are the women we see suffer the most when they lock in with someone who isn't of at least more or equal means. And then they have to pay all this alimony. And then they have to pay spousal support. And then they have to take all the work they can get, Kendu, because I got to pay this man now. Now, if we're going to go with he's supposed to be my stedman, that's all fine and dandy. My advice would be not to marry these men unless you want to pay. If you don't want to date within your station, do not marry these men unless you want to pay. Do not procreate with these men unless you want to deal with what comes with it. And she has already done that. And we see what is, rolled over for someone like her, or like who else do they be throwing it? Like Holly, like you have to deal with those things, that come with it. I feel like you should protect yourself no matter what. And you should want someone who is equally yoked to you. And you shouldn't have to settle because, well, I got it. I don't need, that's okay, fine and dandy. But wouldn't you like it the other way also? Wouldn't you just like that option there? Because I'm covered. And if there's a moment where the job's slow, something, whatever, my health, whatever, my man has me. You can't say that if you're the bread. Like if Keke Palmer sit down today or tomorrow, then what? And I think Keke has this mentality because from what my understanding is, Keke been carrying her back on her family on her back for quite some time. She's been, the bunk of the breadwinner forever. So this is probably just systematically what she's been brought up to do. That's why when the daddy was like, yeah, baby, yeah. Because my dad said, I'm sure your daddy did say that. I'm sure your daddy did say that because we know, you have different home dynamics. But I think the average woman should want X, Y, and Z. But I can also see that the average, person who maybe looks up to Keke, if Keke said it's cool, then it's cool.
Here's the thing, and I say this about anybody on either side of it. Like we've talked about this before, older men who date young or rich men who date people who don't have the means per se. Women do the same thing. And I think it's about control. You don't want to date a man who is your equivalent or better because you can't run them all around that house. You can't tell them what to do. I think there's a shift in power dynamic. The person with the money makes the rules. And like I said, she may be, and I hope she's just speaking for herself, but it sounds broad to me when you talk about, but if I was a man, men can find women under a bridge and nobody has anything to say. Damn it, Keke, I don't give a damn who you love or want to be with. And I've never heard people coming for Stedman like that. I just knew it was arranged and that they said that Gail and Oprah was the one bumping pocketbooks and he wasn't really a factor. That's all I ever heard. I never heard anybody talk about Stedman or how bad off he was because, you know, it was Oprah and she was the highest paid woman in the world at that point in time. But girl, find something safe to do. I think Keke needs, and I love, don't get me wrong. I adore her. I think she's amazingly talented. I think she can go the distance, but I also think we as people, period, have a propensity to defend what's in our nature or the things that we like and chose for ourselves. And I just think it becomes harmful when you're spreading this message and young Black women are your audience. That's all I'm gonna say right there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, you know, you have that option, but your average everyday woman or young lady does not. So let's not make it seem like, well, yeah. Do not follow it in this order unless you have Keke Palmer funds. And even if you do, baby, I'm protecting my funds, my womb, and my assets. I don't want no light skin rhetoric around it. But if that's what it is, then that's just what it is. But let's move on, baby. I don't even know what
you were supposed to be my Stedman.
Girl, she always
Talk, he likes to tell me what he's doing, send me videos of where he's going.
Marcus Forrester says he and his son Jason, 38, voice texted each other every day and many times a day, especially after Jason moved from Beltsville, Maryland to Miami, Florida. Frequent trips to the Dominican Republic led to love and then marriage to a woman Jason met there.
He met the parents and so on. They got married in DR, and he started making arrangements to get her to come here legally. And that did happen. She got a visa.
Forrester says Jason and his new bride struggled a bit as they transitioned from a long-distance relationship to sharing a home. Then something unexpected and shocking happened.
One day he came back from work and the apartment was cleaned out. She left and disappeared.
Forrester says his son was heartbroken when his wife refused to return his calls, then blocked him. He says Jason decided to fly to the Dominican Republic to talk with her family, hoping they would help convince her to return to the marriage. But after the phone call from the airport 2 weeks ago, Marcus Forrester says no one, not his family or friends, has heard from Jason. Calls to the Dominican embassy have produced no helpful information, he says.
We're just very, very concerned and hoping and praying that he shows up some way, somehow. But the reality of it is it could be even worse.
Now, speaking of the passport bros, if anybody doesn't know what a passport bro is, that's the bros with the passport who feel like, for whatever reason, here, you can't find what you need or desire for your wife, your woman, your whatever. So you go on, fly, and even if not, it may not even be that. It may just be like a sexual conquest thing. You just want to be footloose and fancy free. I'm going to fly on over wherever with my passport and go live my best life. I might even come back with the wife because you whatever. You're not doing it here for me. But lately it feels like the passport bros have been in danger. They have been coming up missing. They have been in rising cases as far as STDs and diseases. And they have been suffering. We've heard stories where they, bring a good wife back and we're married. And then a couple months down the line, this is not at all what I thought it was. Blank, 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 blank. And then we have heightened cases like this one here where this man went and found him a good thing, what he thought was a wife. And, we cleaned him out and went on back down there with our family. He went back to confront or find his wife or get this woman or whatever. And his family has not heard from him since. Ashley, how do you feel about the passport bros culture?
Oh gosh. So I'll address the culture and then I'll address this young man because so basically they operate under the idea that the Americanized woman is problematic. She doesn't know her place. She brings nothing to the table. And so they say, I'm going to go here to these other countries where the women are more docile, more submissive, more willing to be that trad wife that I'm looking for, and was probably has a better chance of liking me and my meager accommodations because, they're probably, have a a way of living that's a little bit less than mine, right? That's my theory in a nutshell about them. You heard about this a lot after like the MGTOW movement, men going their own way, and then it turned into passport bros. But these are typically incels. These are typically red pillars, people like that, right? As far as this man, he went over there and he grabbed a Dominican wife and probably thought he could treat that lady any way he wants to. This is another one of those manipulation and power dynamics. I watched 90 Day Fiance, watched it for several years. It's the same sentiment. You get these people, girl, you get these people, you bring them over here and you feel like they're yours. Like I can control you because I'm providing your support and you want to be in this country. She said, hell no. I'm leaving. I'm going back to my family. And he went over there and he's buried 6 feet under. I think my discernment tells me he did something to that lady. He did something to that lady and went back and tried to retrieve his prize. And then people probably put him under somewhere. You can't, women are women are women. I don't know what's not clicking, Stephen. You think American women are problematic? Every woman is problematic to you, bub. It doesn't change. A woman was designed to be the woman that she is. And if you're just not a man, you're never going to know how to deal with that. I will never relish in someone's demise, but I don't see this man returning home. Sorry to that man. Sorry to his father, you know, all of that. But you guys have to make wise decisions and understand that your culture is not their culture and they don't play about the women in their family. If you did something to that lady, they come in to see about you. And
I want to know what's so wrong here that we have pretty much resorted to old school. Like this ain't nothing but a mail order bride. Like I'm just gonna get someone that I can control. Like, is it really that serious? Are you that just disenfranchised with American women that you know for a fact that it just has to be something over there for me? Like, I don't know why. Sorry to this man. I just wanted to put it out there just for awareness purposes. Be careful. I'm not saying not to go over there and possibly live your best life, but it's the promiscuity to me. It's the disparagement that you may be having towards these women and the way you may be thinking that you can treat them just because they are over there or they may have smaller means. Actually says your little meager means.
Listen,
you know, that's not cool.
Girl, the passport bros, that's what it adds up to. They didn't have the ability to secure a woman in the States. And most times it's because of financial insecurity. You know how many passport bros I done seen stuck at the airport in Dominican Republic because the lady ran off on their bag and they had enough money to get back home? Doing GoFundMe's to try to get home.
Out here. That's what I'm saying. I keep saying this, and it's like we were getting all the way here to where sorry to this man. I don't think your son's gonna be coming back home. Like, can you please think? Is it really that deep? Rooted that deep that you just have, so I'm gonna go over there, by any means necessary, because I couldn't possibly find what I need here. Now, granted, you can find crazy. Not saying that this woman was a crazy, but you never know what you're dealing with mentally. But don't just equate someone's culture or try to fetishize them or just think because they may be from wherever, I'm gonna go get me somebody in the deepest parts of Beijing and go to Thailand. Don't think that, especially, and you rolled up on the family over there by yourself. Are you crazy, girl?
As hell. I'm saying, where was daddy to tell him not to do that? You FaceTime every morning. You didn't say, son, that's a bad idea.
Daddy probably, got you one son. Got him. No, this isn't okay. This isn't okay. I hope that man returned home safely, but the finger on my neck telling me that he's not daddy.
There you go.
Oh, let's get into her, child.
Lord.
Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage, and we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family, and we're going to be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough, working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is, because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And All I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So see what life's got in store for us. No, but seriously, I threw my whole life in the trash. 80% of what we own, and I didn't own anything valuable anyway to begin with, but it feels very good to not have much, but have what's important, which is love.
You know, and you and I know why. So now I will have to fly in to LAX in the event that they don't let you in to get my kids, because I'm not gonna, I wouldn't want that to happen. Right. So Amina says to me, Peter, if they don't let me back in, it's just meant for me to stay in Germany. I literally had to sign for my kids to go. I wasn't comfortable with it. Would never lie or cap.
You never lie. You never lie.
I love my kids, bro. My kids can never be home.
Real.
I have an apartment in Dallas. I said, Amina, just go stay in Dallas. Live
Right.
there. What am I going to do in Dallas? Live rent free? I send Amina thousands every month.
Yeah.
Whatever she asks, she will get on here and tell you the truth. It's just that she wasn't able to hold her side of it. I had no idea that she was going to leave the world thinking that she was homeless. I bought a round trip ticket. They come back on the 23rd of August. And it's just like, I feel so up. I feel a little betrayed, and Trump may not let you back in this.
So, yes, we all know he hasn't always been the best. But I have to point out that he's been there for us. He's been holding us down in the past, I want to say almost 2 years, year and a half, is when I started struggling crazy, not able to cover my overhead, my bills, my rent, and he stepped up. And I'm very thankful for him for holding us down. I would have been in this situation a year ago had it not been for him.
Child, let me just start here. Amina, in this situation here, I really don't like this. I don't know what side of TikTok this is because I don't be on TikTok. But the whole down on my luck, back against the wind, I'm homeless with my 5 kids, we're sleeping out of our car side of TikTok. I see that more than I would like to, and I'm going to put Amina over there with them. Now, we are not homeless, because homeless to me is we don't have a home. She is in Germany, where she's from, with her family and, with her children, originally living in LA. Clearly couldn't afford it anymore, and we had to make do. Now, everybody named Mama, because y'all know we was over there, I'm his wife. It ain't nothing fake about that. We was watching Love and Hip Hop real hard. So everybody yelled, "Where is Peter Guns?" where the daddy, where them kids? For Peter. Everybody immediately went in on Peter, naturally so, because if you are suffering in any kind of way, especially to this extent of losing everything and having to move back in with your parents, where is the father? He's there, and Peter is actually very active at this point, from what we're understanding. And it's like, not only did I try to assist, but I tried to get Amina to come on down, baby. LA is LAing, and the cost of living there. There's a place for you in Dallas. I can pay it up. It's paid for. And yeah, she opted not to do that and instead went here with the kids. And of course, Peter said he's also nervous because of everything that's going on. What if you guys get barred from coming back to the States? How can I see my babies? I just feel like this is a ridiculous thing to do. If that man offered you a space, whether it was, what am I going to do in Dallas, from what she said, like, I'm an LA girl. Baby, when push comes to shove and you need assistance in that way, you need to stop living beyond your means and act accordingly. Take your butt on down to Dallas, and if anything picks up from there, then you can go live your LA girl lifestyle. I am not a fan of this here. Don't get on that camera. Don't tell me your situation. Don't put them babies in my face. This is pandering to me. I don't like this. This was not just an update on life. Well, y'all, we lost everything. She told us everything, but the crops didn't come in and the dog died. Don't come on here with that. Do not come on here with that when someone tried to assist you, and not just someone, these kids' father. Ashley, what do you think about this?
Yeah, it gave dry begging. I feel like this. We've seen so many people, because of course you're right, we all met Amina on Love and Hip Hop, playing in that lady face with Peter Guns. It was diabolical and a mess, right? But she had aspirations even then, singer, songwriter, dancer, whatever the things were. And we've seen so many women come and leverage that 10 minutes, that 15 minutes of fame, and become something great. Cardi, Jocelyn, K. Michelle, all leveraged that opportunity and did something better. I think Amina had the same opportunity, and I feel as though she squandered it. She went to LA. She was living clearly above her means that she was able to provide for, and pride probably wouldn't let her do the other, or this she felt like made a better optics in terms of attention. Like, let me go and say that I'm homeless. You're not homeless. You're not destitute. Like, you're with your family saying, everything's better out there. You're fine, whatever. And I think she intentionally led with I'm homeless instead of no, Peter has been helping me. I refused, whatever, because I wanted to go back with my family, whatever. I think this was tacky. I think it was for a momentary shine or whatever. But Amina always has been different to me. Even on the show, I thought she was unhinged and crazy. Because I'll be damned if I'm fighting over Peter Guns. Like, are you crazy? And then you're getting on here looking a mess when you don't have to. It's giving that there's some other issues below the surface. I definitely think she might be battling some mental health things, whatever. And I'll be doggone if I'm on Pete Gunn's side. I've never been on Peter Gunn's side.
Never. Remember them dirty feet when he was down at the house?
And now I'm like, well, so he's actually telling the truth. But you're not unhoused, ma'am, with your babies, even though she's laying on a pallet on the floor, which I thought was so odd. Like, why you're doing this for what, ma'am? You want to go fund me? You want people to come and send a cute coin? Like, I didn't like this. Why do you always come out like this? I think she should be embarrassed and ashamed, because she could have done something with that time she had on TV and made something of herself. But this is sad to me. It's just sad and silly and intentional. She did this on purpose.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Her angling this phone, like, I'm here with my kids, the positioning you hear on the floor, like, we're homeless, don't know what we're going to do next, but I'm going to figure it out alone, like I always do. Like, that's not what's going on here. That is not what's going on here. And there are plenty of others who really are in this predicament. Ma'am, you have options and you chose this. Like, I'm not going to play with you, but the pandering GoFundMe culture, like, people sneeze and they want a damn GoFundMe. It is annoying. It is annoying. Like, the best thing you could do is leverage your celebrity and get into some other things, or go get a 9-to-5. Because Tara was a lot of things, but Tara was going to have a job.
Every time. Hear me.
Tara's going to keep a job. She's going to keep a job. But I just, that instant beef that came Peter's way because, oh, you deadbeat, you got her out there in the streets. Peter's like, no, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. Love. I'm trying. I was trying to, and not this time. Like, I just wanted to address that. Like, stop doing that and get them babies off camera. Well, I don't know where. Like, it was very, I don't know where our next meal gonna come from. No, you're home. But leaving that and getting on over here. If we're gonna get into Porsha and Simon, y'all know I had to at least go back just a little bit. So let's go over there.
Miss Fallon. So Fallon's husband, Simon, right across from Siva's where we like to go. Oh, yes. Simon's, that's his restaurant. Oh. And his wife is just really nice, and we exchanged numbers one day, and she was like, you should come over. And then I was like, well, I got my sister, and she was like, bring whoever and enjoy. Say you with me. This is Fallon. Nice to meet you. We brought a bottle. And this is my sister. Nice to meet you. Your home is beautiful, Fallon. We're so excited. See, you laid it out for us. This is gorgeous. Absolutely.
Yeah, that makes me want to get married all over again.
I mean, it's gorgeous. That my divorce is finalized. Yes. I'm finally able to exhale. I really am. It comes with mixed feelings. It's probably more of like, it's not like a smooth, like, it's like, you know, because it's not smooth yet. Like it's kind of surreal. I mean, divorces are so long and drawn out and so ugly. But I'm just glad not to be in the fight anymore. I'm glad not to battle anymore. I really hope that I can just send love out and be done with like fighting and protecting myself and being in defense mode.
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking her, why did you file for a divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. When I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or on the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom, and she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of. I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, "Hey, if this does not change or something does not happen, this is what might come of it."
Now, baby, Simon said he was blindsided. Girl, you got with me for funds. I in no way feel sorry for either one of these people. Because when we have the rumor of child, look at her and his Bernadine.
Who did this?
This
AI must be stopped.
No, this is People Magazine. This is an actual spread.
She did this shoot.
She did this shoot.
Girl,
this is real.
That was AI.
No, this is real. Wait for her Bernadine walk off. Just hold on. Wait for her. She getting a Bernadine on. Then she gonna set the car on fire and walk off. No, this is an actual spread in an actual magazine, honey. She's a businesswoman. She can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan. Look at her. This is real. That's why she said she could
Not change or something does not happen.
But I am in no way like feeling sorry for any of this situation. Look at her Bernadine. This is like the way that you got this man and the way that you got this woman. How did either one of you think that you were ever going to prosper? The way she rolled in and it was all Fallon and it's a friend of a friend of a friend, and Simon was over there acting like a sucker who was about to get licked, and he did. Now people are kind of being iffy, I guess, with Porsha, not just because of how she got him, and they say Porsha personally called ice on that man. I don't know about all of that, but they are saying that since he was deported, whatever funds you thought you were getting as far as spousal anything, he doesn't have to pay you a dime. So you might be coming out of this with nothing, and she has to leverage and move out of this mansion, and like she can't afford those means anymore because Simon is not there for that. And which we of course just have Simon saying, I was just blindsided just by the divorce in general. And I feel like she got with me for money. Duh, stupid. Duh, like this is just sad, but I don't expect anything else from someone who came in and it was, oh hey girl, and oh yeah, we gonna go and slide in this DM. Hey Simon, girl, please. Ashley, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I don't, child. Simon, a scammer from day one. He got a rap sheet that's longer than the phone book at this point. That man been doing all kinds of nefarious things for a very long time and was actually in the country illegally all these years anyway. He was presented with the option. I think he was just in the public spotlight and everything. As far as the money, though, he had a lot of assets and property here. So in his absence, that property doesn't go away. So she's still gonna get a cute coin. Porsha has very smart attorneys, and Portia's not dumb. Let's be very clear. As much as she comes off as very dingy and ditzy, I think she's got a very good team around her that's gonna insulate her in the matter. She gonna get a cute coin from the shared properties, or his properties, I'll say. But outside of that, Porsha knew what she was doing when she went to that lady house. Girl, that's why you don't bring Porsha around your man. That's why, married women, be very mindful, very careful of who you bring in your home around your husband, especially these heifers you don't know. Because Portia, of course, had her sights like, oh, I want to live like this. Like, and he treats you kind of good, because we know what that relationship was with her first situation. So I think she saw an opportunity, but I don't hate Portia. I know the girls hate Portia. I've never hated Portia. I ain't even hate Portia with the dungeon allegations, because I feel like she was just a pawn. Portia's personally always tickled me, but in this situation, she ain't really love that man and he ain't love her. Like, let's be honest. This was cute. This was for fun. This was for TV. It was for like the socials and all that. I think he liked the notoriety of being with Portia Williams, and I think she liked the money. She liked that cute coin, fraudulent or not. So baby, good riddance to bad rubbish. Collect your coin. Simon, he gonna be fine in Lagos or wherever he's at in Nigeria. Be blessed.
Girl, it's just him acting like I think Simon's disappointed because the scammer got out scammed. Like, oh, she didn't got a plan. Like, she used me. Yeah, I need you to wake up. Thank you so much, Nikki, for the super chat. Portia needs to marry Hot Dog Man and call it a day. Child, she ain't going back over there. Once she didn't have, filet mignon, she ain't going back over there with Hot Dog Man. Thank you, Nikki, for the super chat. $4.99. Thank you so much. Just stopping by to show love. We'll watch later. Thank you, Shannon D, for showing love. But yeah, I thought that this was just a lot. Because I think everybody's been just shedding light back on this because Portia is painting it out like I'm Bernadine. I can finally exhale. Like, and they're like, no, baby, if this was the movie, girl, you would have been that other woman. Like, Portia, this optic isn't that, but I in no way feel sorry for anything. Hopefully both of them get exactly what's coming to them, and that's just that. But yeah, let's girl watch Bernadine burn down this car one more time. I should say AI has to be stopped. Girl, AI where?
Oh, you couldn't tell me this wasn't AI, because what are we doing?
Girl. This was a whole shoot. This was a whole shoot and a whole interview by People Magazine.
In transparency, it is disappointing to continuously find out that your show is coming back on the internet instead of finding out from the network. And I've mentioned that in previous seasons, and it's still happening. Or to see the trailer online and have to go search for the trailer so I can try to download the trailer for the hit show that I created for this studio and this network, instead of getting it sent when everybody else is getting theirs. It does feel dismissive and disrespectful when it continues to happen and you've addressed it and it still happens. So at this point, I do not believe that the prequel series that I've written and the spinoff show, any prequel or sequels, I do not believe I'll be doing them with BET. I'm speaking with some amazing people that are interested, other streamers. So All the Queen's Men universe will continue to thrive. I'm just not sure where it's going to be. It's not up to the studio. It's not up to the network. It's up to me, thankfully. So I will let you guys know where it's going to end up. Whether you noticed or not, season 2, my Created by credit was removed. And I asked to get it back and they said no. And I ended up having to call the WGA, call the union to force the studio to give me my credit back that I had earned. I created this 15 years ago and I've been working on it for 15 years. I think God gave it to me because he knew I was going to protect it, and I will. Oh, Jesus. But some things, these things got to change. So yeah, I'll figure out where it's going to be, but the universe will continue. All the Queen's Men universe will carry on. And it'll continue to get even bigger and even better. The Vegas residency, I'm looking at.
Yeah. Christian, I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you, and I'm not about to play with Mr. Perry. Now, he has came out. Anybody who watches All the Queen's Men on BET, it is a product of, I think, a writer and also Christian Keys. He brought it there. It's something that he worked on for a very long time. Tyler Perry opted to produce it and put it out, at which, this is kind of where things unfolded. Christian is always saying something without saying something. And I'm tired of other people playing where he never said Tyler's name. Who else? Who else is it going to be? Christian is speaking on, the lack of professionalism in the space and my name being removed off the credit. And I don't get any, information or promo about the show. I don't find out about renewals. I found out things with y'all. Like, if you thought for a second that we were going to come out and have that display that we had before the Tyler Perry lawsuit, and I got the recordings, and it's real distinctive. If y'all hear me, it would just break y'all hearts. That's why I ain't even just put it out yet. And blase, blase, blah. You're talking about Tyler Perry, and from what it looks like, you got some money to go sit down and be sad and hushed. You got a little hush because I don't want that lawsuit. I don't want these problems. And yet and still, we thought we were still going to coexist and work in the same space. Really? Really, Christian? That's what you thought? You thought we were going to go on and do business as usual, and y'all were going to work on all the Queen's Men prequels and residencies, and you were just going to flourish. No, we're going to be petty. Because we were petty before, because apparently you didn't want to, give it, got the draws, though, got the draws. You want to give them draws. You wanted it to be professional and just about business. But at the end of the day, these are the Tyler Perry Studios. I would think you would have took your funds and got as far away as possible. But maybe this is an ends to a means for us to finally do that, because this is not going to work. But you're talking about Tyler. I wish you would just say you're talking about Tyler and we can be sad and be had with it. But I don't know what gag orders or whatever may be in place, because in my mind, you took some money already. Ashley?
Yeah, he definitely took a quick cute coin, and this is definitely retaliation. Or honestly, if you go to BT Plus press site, it's just bad. They're not up to date on anything over there, on any of the shows. They don't put out, the screener picks or any of that timely. So I think that's part of that. I think it's infrastructure, but then also, Christian, you got up here and you basically, I don't want to say you blackmailed him, but you put something over his head. You took that cute coin, and you couldn't have expected it to be sweet after that, sir. And the way he presents it is very wise. No, I'm not saying anyone's name in particular, but he's a stunt queen. Like, let's be honest. He comes out here and he pulls stunts to get what it is he wants, what it is he needs. But Godspeed to Christian. I don't believe the Lord gave you all the Queen's Men and all of that dingling swinging from left to right. I don't believe that was the Lord that did that. But it might be better on another network if somebody decides to pick it up. It could be done, better over there. So I say, take your lumps, get your coin, and go over there and sit down and let's end this, because clearly he's named in the other lawsuit. They said his name is there. So I'll be interested if he's called to testify, if it makes it that far. But Christian, we all know the gig is up. We know what it was. We know who it is. We all know, Buki. And honestly, this is such a kind of elitist problem, because in what world are too many people in this position where they have a hit show for that network? Because people love all the Queen, for better or for worse, child. The ladies love it. And they removed your name. We know you created it, Buki. You get on this here internet and tell us every chance you get that this is your show, that you wrote it, that you created it. Like, these are definitely first world elitist problems that I'm over it, Christian. I don't care anymore, Buki. And I like Christian, but I don't care.
I don't like this. It becomes a question of character, because this doesn't give like, oh, I'm just going and I'm just talking. It's like gaslighting. Like, yeah, I'm gonna say all of these things that are the problem, so hopefully Tyler or whomever the issue is, they'll fix it. Or I could still do X part. It's given. I can expose you at any minute. I don't know. It's like a tactic, and I don't like the way it's being used. And I just want Christian to sit down, because he could have said, everything else without, hey, a prequel is going to be on X, Y, and Z. He could have promoted that, and he could have promoted this All the Queen's Men residency. You didn't have to say everything else, because he's just speaking on a prequel. He isn't talking anything about the current All the Queen's Men. So I'm going to assume that that's not going anywhere. That's still going to be on the BET situation.
I think Tyler owns that. I think
Yeah.
he now owns that because we know if you like EJ, the TV junkie, honey, she schooled us on it that the first season was Christian Keys. He was behind it, the writing, the creation, all of that. And Tyler took over second season and beyond. So that's probably why a lot of people see, I guess, a big difference between the first two seasons. I guess he lost creative control. My theory is Christian had sold that property, the main thing, to Tyler Perry Studios. And so now this prequel will be a second property that he can, sell or do whatever he wants to do on the back end. But again, at this point, we don't care about the drama. Like Tyra said, just let us know when it's dropping, baby. Let us know when you ink a new deal and you're dropping it. That's all we care about. We don't care about this.
Promote your things. We need to get off. Oh, I'm tired of all the. Who are you talking to? Who do you want to elicit a response? Thank you so much, Nikki, for the $4.99. No, bring all the Porsches around your man because if that's all it takes, let that man go. Let that man go. Because if your man can be had for the low price of whatever, let that man go. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the $5. DeMarcus said all the Queen's Men could come to Stars and replace P Valley after season 4. When we getting P Valley, DeMarcus? When? The people would love to know because they've been playing also. Thank you so much for the $5. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, Nikki's here again. See, with the $1.99, the Lord said, "Keep His name out your mouth."
That's what I'm talking about. Please.
Thank you, Nikki. Man, he said the Lord gave me because he knew I was gonna protect it. All the Queen's Men. What, sir? But let's move on. I just wanted to tell Christian, please, sir, please. Let's get over here into Cardi B. Cardi B in this album controversy because she's coming out of the gate with a new album. 4 years later. 7 years later, Cardi B is finally dropping her sophomore album, and there have been some controversies around it because I think WAP and Up came out 5, maybe more years ago. And I mean WAP, wet as WAP and Up. She is putting those two songs on. Yeah, she's putting them on this album. She's putting them here. Put a little.
Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I wanna ride. I do a giggle. I'm kinda wild. Look at my up, then it's stuff. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuff. Huh.
She put them on there. They're down there. So we having a head start for this song.
Nigga calling, asking where she at, but we don't know. We outside all summer, nigga. She ain't trying to listen.
I fuck with Cardi. I heard the song. I fuck with the song. But as I was listening to it, I was just like, sounded very familiar. And like I said, the song that I made this song 3-4 years ago. My manager at the time wanted me to make more music for females, not be so ratchet, not be so aggressive. They wanted me to make more twerk music, which wasn't really my vibe for real. But I went ahead and made it. I pushed the song down in like 20 minutes. Here y'all go, boom. Threw it on YouTube. I didn't even release it. I just threw it on YouTube. But that's neither here nor there because regardless of the quality of the music or whatever, I had the plan. I just didn't have the platform.
Now, this is a rapper also, from my understanding, more so, underground, maybe up-and-coming rapper, where she also has a song, same title, same beat, also called Outside. And of course, I made this song way back when. I feel like it was, stolen from me, but it was just something that I put out. I could, put no copyright, no claim or anything on it. But clearly, the idea, the beat, and even the title of the song was stolen from me, and Cardi B did that. So we have that going on, as well as these 2 5-year-old songs that Cardi is putting on the album to give it a push. I feel like Cardi don't believe in this album, or that it's not the best that it could be, because if it was, then you wouldn't really be too concerned. Because, hey, I know my album's going to do well. I know my Outside single is going to, go number 1. There's no need for that. But when you put those old singles on there that were extremely popular, especially like WAP, it's going to boost up your album streaming-wise automatically and give you a little head start. So when she drops on September the something, maybe it could, have more possibility of going number one. Some people think it's cool, some people think it's lazy. But Ashley, how do you feel about, artists stealing from lower, artists? I'm not going to say Cardi, personally, but clearly someone on her team heard that song, because that wasn't Cardi's song playing in the background. That was her song. And took the title, took the beat, took the everything. And then we also have those very, very old songs down at the bottom.
Yeah, this is nefarious and there's no excuse. And I feel that way because we saw Cardi before she got her teeth done. Like we saw her working her way up, trying to get out of the club and really hungry for a rap career. So I think this kind of hits a little bit different. I think when you see a journey of somebody doing their best to get it out the mud, whichever way they're doing it, I think this is very nefarious, and I don't think there's any excuse, whether it's a member on her team or her directly, whatever this is. I think she needs to make this right. I feel like bringing a 5, 6 year old single on this new album is crazy. I think that it almost feels like this is a cash grab, or like let me do this because things are kind of icky. It doesn't feel like her heart's in it. And she looks like a whole demon, and this looks like the end of days. This is if this is the album cover.
She's the album cover.
I don't like anything about it. I think
This is her new album with all the crows, and the album is called Am I the Drama?
Yeah, I don't like anything about it. It doesn't even feel like the Cardi that I've come to know over time. I don't like anything about it. And if she really stole that lady's stuff, like, you need to make it right. As much as she be online talking, running her mouth, she needs to go and run her mouth up to this lady to figure it. And I hope this young lady is taking action of some kind, because that's not okay.
I don't think she can, because this was, I think this is open, and I think the beat, even though it's tweaked and clearly, let me see, we can hear it one more time. Let me go back here.
Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I wanna ride. I do a giggle. I'm kinda wild. Look at my up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Huh.
Yeah, now this is the other artist song.
Her nigga calling, asking where she at, but we don't know. We outside all summer, nigga. She ain't trying to listen.
I fuck with Cardi. I heard the song.
Now, yes, I think the beat is actually, it's either the exact or maybe reminiscent of just a local beat from, I don't know, like a bass artist or somebody like that. But she's saying just the concept, and even just using the beat and calling the song outside is, a stolen idea. And she just, like, I like Cardi. I don't think that's cool. But I just think that it's been a long time coming for this album. And around the time of maybe an Up or a WAP, baby, that's when you was supposed to drop. And you didn't. And I think that window is missed, and she's trying to build back up that momentum. I enjoyed Cardi's first album. I am in no way even enjoying. I think the Outside single is doing well. I don't like it personally. I'm not. It sounds dated to me. It sounds, like something that maybe would have came out 7 or 8, so years ago. And like, she hasn't really grown too much as an artist. But I'll save my commentary for when her album actually drops. But I think between this type of situation with the recycling of the single, and also recycling, songs that were from 5 years ago, I don't think that this album is going to be anything great, but I hope it is for her. I don't know.
I think it's a cheap trick, and I think she's got a cruddy team around her now who would even like approve of this or give her this idea to even, well, we can boost it out the gate, and because that's gonna get it there. I don't know. I just really feel like what happened to like true artistry. Like, you're so passionate about this, you love music so much, you fought to get here. Why are we mailing it in? Like, girl, what else do you have to do?
I don't think she loves music. I think this was an ends to a means for Cardi. Like, I think this was like, I'm trying to get out the strip club. I'm trying to, get off of love and hip hop. I'm trying to eat. Like, I think that's why so many years we've seen her, mom or not, she's leaned more into brand deals and being an influencer and all those good things. And she has taken so long to put out another album because I prioritize other things that make me money. I don't think she's in it for the artistry. And I think we get that a lot from her not actually writing and creating her own music. So you would, have something like this single being taken from XYZ, and she might not even know about it, because I get in here, I'm going to say and do what y'all need me to say. and keep it pushing. I don't think she's like an artist to where she is tapped into worrying about credibility, or just like, oh well, I don't care about y'all putting them singles on there. Like my album should be able to stand on its own merit because of the songs are so good. She's like, no, put them issues on there.
Yeah,
put them on there. But yeah, I think the days of like I see here Cardi's album, but she still had hits. Please Me with yeah, she had hits, and she was a great feature artist also. But I think the time of just peak Cardi as far as music has passed, because I really don't like that Outside single at all. Thank you so much, Joshua, for the $5. So she just threw a song on YouTube without getting it copyrighted, and WAP and Up was both hits. Yeah, they were definitely hits, but they were hits some time ago.
And here's the thing: there is like an implied copyright whenever you publish content to YouTube. So like right now, me and Tyra have a copyright to this live that goes forward. So we would have the opportunity, if someone decided to take this live and repurpose it, we could strike them for copyright. So there is an implied copyright whenever you post publicly on YouTube. But I think what Tyra was saying, as far as like, this is more intellectual property in terms of the idea, the premise of the song, what it's kind of surrounded by in terms of like lyricism, beat, all of that. And I don't know how that works, but yeah, anytime you publish content on YouTube, there you have an implicit copyright. Yeah.
Before we go to break, Ashley, are you looking forward to Cardi's album? Oh, well, you don't want none of this drama? You don't want to listen to it? I'm going to listen to it. I am an avid music listener. I'm going to listen to the album. I really hope it's good, but we shall see. Shout out to the 108 people here. Do know that you can chime in at any moment and show us some love. Let us know your thoughts. Or just, bring up a topic that you don't see here that you would like for us to talk about. We will be right back, y'all.
Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Put it up for my seeds. No care for the eye.
Just trying to have a good time.
No care for the eye disease. Do anything for club. Do anything for club. Do anything for club. Do anything for club.
You know you asked for this, right?
They do anything for club. Do anything for club. Watch your mouth. Stay in your place. Get out the way. Then your ass can pay. No disrespect. You tripping, but we love, yeah. Swapping, I cost her. I bought her the limo, she bought me the ring. Swapping, practice, make breakfast. Nigga, it's never true.
You know you asked for this, right?
Out of the state. Then I get the bills up out of the brain.
All right, thank you so much. Welcome back, guys. I see Lynn, excuse me, became a member level. My sweet peas. Did Lynn just become a member? Like Lynn been a member, right?
Lynn been a member. She probably just forgot and just.
I was gonna say all my life. I had no idea. Hey, Lynn, happy to have you.
A faithful member of the suite.
Okay. Now, getting into some other topics, baby. I didn't know nothing about a Labubu, nothing until Ashley mentioned it, and then I went down the Labubu doll rabbit hole. And before I could even get there to see what was so great about them, they were already getting backlash for being little evil trolls. Apparently, the Labubus are demonic. Let's get into those.
This is exactly why I don't follow trends. Everybody that bought that Labubu doll not even knowing the truth behind it. As y'all can see, the smiling face doll and the smiling face demon. The creator of Labubu actually got the idea from this creature from the Nordic folklore. And the craziest part is they even had a whole Simpsons prediction about this. And now we're starting to see by the dozens paranormal stories of these Labubus. People having stuff move in their houses, they feeling like they've been watched. Whole time, they don't even know that they got a baby Chucky inside of their house. Probably makes sense on why they so popular. You see, this is why you do not follow trends.
Labubu is actually Pazuzu. Just within the last 24 hours, people started throwing them away after waking up to scratches and finding cameras.
Not even that long or sharp for me to scratch myself. I took a nap, y'all, like an hour and a half nap right now. And I woke up and I literally been looking at myself all day today in the mirror.
This one thing about me is I don't play about myself.
I'm gagging.
Oh my gosh, this is a secret! Oh my gosh!
3, 2, 1, go.
You get the secret! Oh my god!
Yeah, I don't know anything about these dolls. Ashley, do you want a Labubu, and how do you feel about them being evil?
Hell no, I don't want a Labubu. It looks terrifying, first of all. And honestly, there's actually an interview of Sarah Jessica Parker, which, tie it all into Sex and the City and just like that, where she's like, I don't know what the hell a Labubu is. And no, I would never put it on my designer because what are we doing? But no, I knew about the Labubus. People go crazy for them, like because they come in like blind boxes, like you do with certain action figures. And so it's always a surprise which one you're going to get. And they want to create a collection. On the other side of that, y'all may be like, Ashley, now listen. I do think that there are cursed objects. I do think that there's objects that people do stuff to with the implicit purpose of causing psycho stuff going on. So it's just ugly to me. I don't know anything personally about this or if the lore is true on this, but I'm not gonna have one. I don't want it. It looks terrible. It looks terrifying. Look at the teeth. If any doll was gonna come to life and scratch you up, it's this one. So, I'm not going over there. But also, I think it's very interesting how anytime there's a fad, like I remember they got mad with the damn hatchlings. Remember the little hatchables or hatchlings or whatever, the little eggs that the kids would get? It was all the craze around certain Christmas times or whatever. They said something was evil with them. Like, I think there's always going to be something evil with something, but I mean, it might be. Hell, it might be scratching them people at night. It's not beyond me to think that that could be something that happens.
I just didn't know because my horror self. As soon as I heard Pazuzu, I was like the demon from The Exorcist because that's who Pazuzu is. What is that? What y'all saying is inhabiting this doll? Like, do I want one? No, I do not like the look of these things. I don't particularly jump on any crazes. Like, I thought these things died out, but this is no different than when it was a Tamagotchi phase, a Furby phase, a Cabbage Patch Kid phase. It's just different now because everything's pretty much online and social and TikTok. So you're not too much going to see people banging down shelves and standing in line outside of Walmart to get the latest whatever. No, you can order or whatever these things now. But the evil doll, all right. Am I going to test it out? No.
Never. I mean, I don't take them types of chances. And I think it was Vic who shared that Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, do you want a Labubu? No. Like, no one. No. And people are spending bags, Tyra. They are spending all the coin on these Labubus. You see them? They have them stacked up, like all of these Labubus, trying to find the perfect one, the whatever one.
Oh, please.
Having meltdown.
I don't have enough hours in my day apparently to be dealing with this nonsense. This is cute. What I will say about these crazes, this used to be, mostly aligned with children. Like, I don't know why these grown ass adults are so infatuated with, oh my god, girl, get this.
It makes me think he done put something on them.
He put something on them. He put some juju on them.
Look at it. There's nothing redeeming about that would make any sane person want it. What about it is cute?
I don't know. Girl, look at this lady. Do you see these? And I stopped them here. People were having Labubu fashion shows. There are contests. They're all the rage down in NY. They having whole Labubu events in the middle of the damn street. I was like, baby, it's just never gonna be that deep for me. But if it's all of that, I suggest you not test it out to try to see. You can play with your own little elf on the shelf. Don't put that in my house.
Look, horror with Nad said, I have 2 Labubu and 2 Lafufu. But you're a horror with Nads. You like
What
horror.
the hell is a little foo-foo? This Would y'all consider it cheating if a surrogate mother having a baby for a couple, however, having intercourse with her man? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? Would y'all consider it cheating if a surrogate mother having a baby for a couple, however, having intercourse with her man? Am I reading it wrong?
I think he's just saying you're the surrogate mother because she's already literally pregnant by the husband. Is it still
Uh-huh.
cheating if she sleeps with that person's husband? And yes,
Hell yeah!
it's cheating.
Hell yeah! You here for one job and not that one. You here to carry the seed. That's it. No, Demarcus, I hope you asked him for a friend. No. Thank you so much, Demarcus. Thank you so much, Joshua, for the super chat. Sierra is the first Black artist to grace the cover of Rolling Stone magazine in Africa. Oh, I did not know that. I think I saw it, but I think I kind of glossed over it because I think I probably assumed that it was just your average, everyday American Rolling Stone, magazine. But if it's over there in Africa, that's nice. Cece gonna get an opportunity. Cece gonna Cece every time. Let's see here. Thank you for the $4.99. This is similar to the Pokemon scare in the 90s. Yeah, this is always a thing. But if it was this, you would see moms battling to the finish because I'm gonna get this doll or this whatever for my baby. There was never, a platform to have adults. Oh my god! What the hell? If y'all don't get out of my face, if y'all don't get out, I don't play these type of games. You ain't got to tell me but once. I don't want anything that looks like this in my home. First of all. I don't even put an elf on the shelf. I done told y'all, no, get this away from here. The Labubu doll is no different than a gremlin. Why no different than a gremlin? But yeah, the outpour of energy, girl, they are excited.
Vic says it's just a doll. Okay, girl. I don't run nothing by nobody, and I'm I believe in the supernatural, so I don't run anything by anybody. And it's something for all these grown ass adults to be obsessed with these. They're upset. It's not just let me get one. It's like, oh my goodness, I have to have them all.
Girl, it was something because you couldn't tell me they didn't put something on them damn Stanley cups. It took me a long time to get one. So what y'all put on them damn Stanley cups that y'all out there acting like that behind?
Fighting people in a Target about a Stanley
cup. Relax. Girl, people are crazy. People are crazy. And I think TikTok elicits all of these emotions from these folks because it's also about viral. Oh my God. Are you really that excited about this little dusty ass doll? All right. Girl, that looks terrifying. Girl, please. I would think that would be somewhere in a horror movie.
Secret. That's what it was, Dominique. Wild
3, 2, 1, go. You get the secret! Oh my God!
Just end him. That was the goal of a group of 10 and 11-year-old girls who surprised police say wanted to kill a boy at school. The motive? He's accused of cheating on one of them, so she wants him dead. The murder plot was simple. According to the police report, 4 fifth-grade students at Legacy Traditional School's West Surprise campus planned to lure a classmate to the charter school's outside bathroom and stab him in the stomach. And each girl had a role to play to get away with it. One would bring the knife, another would forge a suicide note to make it seem like he took his own life, and someone would act as a lookout while the other carried out the stabbing. And to avoid fingerprints on the murder weapon, they would wear gloves. Documents say the friends came up with the plan during lunch and recess on October 1st. Legacy administrators worked with the school resource officer to investigate when students who overheard the plot came forward.
What the hell going on? What is going on? 10, 11, he needs to die. Are you check on them children. Check on your children. And I'm saying check on your children as a mother because the emotions from, my baby's, she'll be a high schooler right now, but from 5th on up to 8th, it has been interesting to really hear the phone calls and the conversations that happen when X, Y, and Z don't want me no more. X, Y, and Z broke up with me. X, Y, and Z hurt my feelings. They pour in. It is very unnatural. I ain't never heard no ish like that in my life. I was like, who died? Oh, such and such just broke. But what are y'all in 6th grade? Y'all in seventh grade. What is going on? So that's why something like this isn't as far fetched to me. The fact that these children, these girls, all of them, because I thought it was going to end it saying I went to check and read up. I thought maybe one of the girls in the dynamic went to tell their mom, like, well, it was all a kiki, but mom, they really planning to stab this little boy in the bathroom, and I don't want. No, this was somebody minding their business on the playground or wherever. Said I need to go tell somebody because I think these have serious about killing this little boy. Girl, Ashley, what's going on with the kids?
So here's the thing, and honestly, I'm not too grounded in it. I don't have no children at this point in time, and so I probably didn't get a realization of what's going on with these younger people until we started watching Love Island. And I had done a couple of TikToks out there about the psychotic behavior of a couple of the ladies on that show, and was seeing the fan clubs. No, I love them. They're great. She's just being true to herself and feeling her emotion. I think that this type of psychotic behavior has become normalized. They think that acting out and not being able to control their emotions is normal, and I think that the parents are co-signing it. I think they're going along with these outbursts like, I'm gonna kill you, mom. Like, do you remember that little boy on TikTok talking about, I'll kill my mom, I'll kill my dad, I'll kill my. I think, listen, now, because before, now back like in my day, when we would watch Lifetime movies or like after school specials, packs are nothing new. Like the girls, the certain girls would make pacts to unalive themselves. If something didn't happen, they would make pacts to jump off the bridge, do all that stuff. This murder plot, I said, were they watching The Craft? Like, what were they sitting up doing? Like, we're going to end him. This is insanity. There's not enough parents going through their kids' phones. I mean, I bet all these kids have closed doors. I bet you they're able to slam their doors and lock them, Tyra. Something is wrong. And the fact that they put in so much detail about how they were going to do this, you're going to do this, we're all going to stab them like it's Julius Caesar. Y'all all want to be Brutus? Like, we're all going to put our lick in. They were either sitting up watching horror movies or found this. But I think honestly, they're just murderous. And I don't think their parents have gotten them the help that they need. You know, when you raise little Damien, you know, when you have the Omen, you know,
Four of them, though. Four of them, Ashley.
Girl, they have a coven. Yes, that's what it is. I'm telling you, it's The Craft. What are y'all doing?
Four of you.
We're gonna wear gloves and we're going to say it out loud. So no, and I want to know. And you know they don't tell us the identity, but I bet you they're clear.
Oh, because they didn't. And when I tell you I looked, and I know they probably hit it like, oh, we're under the guise because they're children. I looked so hard because in certain cases they hide identities and they don't want us to see. No, let us see. We know who this was. We know exactly who this was. I was looking, and I wasn't even gonna put the children on here. I just wanted to see so I could say for sure. We don't like this. This is awful. Regardless of who you are and how old, like check on your kids and be sure that you are talking to them about how to cope with their emotions because this is crazy.
And y'all think I mean when I say kids don't have rights? They have certain rights, right? They have rights to bodily autonomy and that, but they don't have rights to privacy. I would be through every journal, every diary, every phone, every closet, every drawer. They would just live on the edge, not knowing, is my mama finna search this? Because she might. And I think that keeps kids on the up and up. I think they have too much privacy because why would no one find this at home? You don't go through their laptop? You don't go through their iPad? You're not checking their phone? Like, there was an exchange here.
Said just end him. Girl. And somebody be out here looking crazy, have lost their sons and their daughters because y'all had this plot to kill. And as much as I'll watch a good documentary, this happens more often than you would think. Check on your children and make sure that everything is everything. Because clearly when they have too much space and idle time, we come up with dumb plans like this. I am glad that at least one of the kids here had enough sense to go and say something and stop this before it could happen. Ciao.
And all because he broke up with the little girl.
This is what they be doing. This is what they be doing. And I think it's because
your life mate at 10.
Yeah, I think it's because so often now, unfortunately, a lot of these kids are sexually active.
Huh?
You heard what I said. A lot of these kids, Yeah, yeah. A lot of these kids are sexually active. A lot of these kids are doing explicit things, sending photos, sending whatever. So when they feel like they've given so much of whatever to whomever, then it's hell to pay once you've broken up with or once they've hurt your feelings because they're doing so many other things way too early. Like, check on them kids. Check on them kids. I'm going to call my children. Check on them kids.
Check on them, Jesus. Please check on them.
Oh, Jesus.
Legacy administrators worked with the school resource officer to investigate when students who overheard the plot came forward.
What? It's going to be a Lifetime movie next month.
You could have waited with the food. You don't hold back.
Now, see, when we talk about male accountability, I usually don't talk about violence, but in this case, it should have been some street justice handled on this. This man should have had some hands and feet laid to his body. He should have had some hands and feet laid on him for this. And what was the purpose of trying to pick her up and throw her in the water? To make it funny? To make it hilarious? To embarrass her? Humiliate her? Only to hurt her. Literally and physically. And this is what old buddy was talking about on that Grits and Egg podcast of why a lot of women don't feel safe. This right here. Trying to have a good time. What you do at a pool party. Music. People wearing bathing suits. Every now and then you're going to have somebody that's going to twerk. What was the purpose of trying to embarrass this woman and throw her in the water? He should not have even touched her. And this is comment right here for example. You know, yeah, he should not have done that, but why was she twerking? You see this? This is the lack of empathy that a lot of women get. This is the lack of empathy. And for you men that think I'm pandering and I'm simping, put yourself in his shoes. Let's say 3 of your friends that was at that pool party and just so happened you weren't there. And this happened to your sister. And your friends didn't do nothing. What would you say to your friends?
Now, I just wanted to mention this because I know that it is summer, it's big hot, and in the summer, a lot of people do have pool parties, like real pool parties. And for whatever reason, I've never been on the bandwagon of that. Do not pick me up and throw me anywhere. A lot of people think that it's fun to, unsolicited, throw someone in the pool. Most of the time, it's women. And this is what we do. Now, this particular time, this man, he injured this woman because she hit her back or her head at the little edge of the pool here with this cement. And it's all because she decided to twerk and we thought it would be funny to pick her up and throw her in here. Now, there are pool people and there are non-pool people. Some people go to pool parties not to goddamn swim. Some people want to just be cute and be on the sidelines and dance. I think that it is crap behavior. I really hate it. It does something to me to see somebody unexpectedly get thrown in the pool. Now, don't get me wrong. Some women enjoy it. They may think it's cute or funny, but others, they really get upset. But I feel like people take advantage of those situations and feel like to embarrass you or for whatever it is, I can do it unchecked because we're at a pool and I'm just going to throw you in there and it's funny. It's not. And you actually hurt this woman. Ashley, how do you feel about pool party culture and people just getting thrown in the pool? And I'm saying people, but most often it's women.
Girl, I done been to plenty of pool party in my day. And never, and it's wild for me to think that somebody could fix their mouth to say because someone was twerking, they deserve to get dunked on their
Yeah,
head.
look at her back. Look at her back here. Look at her. Hit her whole head. Whole head and back.
I don't know what happened to getting consent before you put your hands on someone to literally pick someone up who's already in a thong or whatever they're wearing is very intimate. You're grabbing her from whichever way you can, first of all, and then to dunk her. It feel like nobody ever went upside his head before about a woman. And I feel for her because I think a lot of times men take liberties with women, especially in these group settings, that they never should have been allowed to. Like, there's no reason you're putting your hands on this lady in any way without her full consent and permission. And like I said, I've been to pool parties, right, with family, friends, situations, and I've never personally been thrown in, but I've seen where it's a fun banter back and forth. She's playing with him, you're playing with her, whatever. This didn't give that. This give like, why are you touching me? Put me down. I'm struggling and I'm straining, and then you dump me on my head. I'm pressing charges. You're going to jail. And if my people are outside, they're gonna come see about you. That's how I feel about it. Tyra, don't touch me. If I don't give you consent to touch me, don't touch me, Nick. Just because. Don't touch me. Whatever I'm doing on the side of the pool, whether I'm butt booty naked twerking in a handstand, if I say no, no means no. Don't touch me. Yeah, somebody would have had to see about him. I agree, street justice. I would have called them people because don't touch me.
I just don't like walking that fine line because people think that if you dress or act any way that's suggestive, or you dancing like, oh, that means you don't mind if I should just be able to do whatever. Because if you didn't want me to look at it, if you didn't want me to touch it, if you didn't want me to grope it, if you didn't want me to pick you up and throw your ass in this pool, you wouldn't be bent over twerking like that. We could play like that. No, that's not what that means, and it's not for you to police anybody's body and say what you can or can't do. Like, and then it's just crass. Like, you know how, like, look, I can't, girl. Oh, you hit this,
grabbed her, like, butt all up in the air.
He her like a damn wrestler. Like, and you thought this was funny? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, charges would have been pressed.
And none of the dudes there address him at all. They all just walk away like they didn't.
In those settings, and sometimes even out, depending on who your crowd is, they feel like this behavior is okay. Like, yeah, easy to get pushed in the pool all the time, and then if she gets out, if she's even hurt or she's complaining, oh Lord, it ain't even that deep, like, calm down.
Now she's gonna be the angry black woman.
Yeah, now she's angry, like,
in the pool.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that. So anybody, if you see something, say something. But if anybody here is with the propaganda of throw a bee in the pool, please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Please don't do that. I just wanted to address that. But let's move on to some lighter stuff before we get into wrapping stuff up. Now, Ash, I want to know if this is true to you. This man here, not pissed you off.
It pissed me off.
It's the end. This man here made this illustrious TikTok about how you could tell what kind of woman you have based off of what kind of ice cream she eats. I want to know if he's right.
You can tell the type of girl you got by the type of ice cream that they eat. Okay. So if she eats this right here, she's bougie, snooty patootie. Never seen struggle a day in her life. Alright, she wears a bunch of Golden Goose and Van Cleef. Right here, if she eats Haagen-Dazs, she wears nothing but Lululemon. And she is very classy, very classy, very demure. If your girl eats Ben and Jerry's, she's a stoner. Hands down, she's a stoner or a big back in training. Alright, we're gonna take it here. Mayfield and Briars. If she's eating these two, then that means that she has come from a spot, a place in her life where she's trying to do better, and she's letting go of that negative energy. She's in her soft girl era. She's healing right now. She's healing right now.
Really?
Okay. You see this Bluebell. Anytime you see this Bluebell, and sometimes Mayfield, but anytime you see this Bluebell, you got you a Southern girl. Good old Southern girl. She gonna cook for you. She gonna clean. Not that anybody else ain't gonna do, but she takes pride in homemaking. You got you a good Southern girl with a thick accent, a real thick accent. If you see her eating this, she a gremlin. Now that's Walmart brand. It's any kind of brand that ain't name brand. She a gremlin, okay? She from the bottom of the bottom, but ain't no wrong with it, okay? You know, that don't mean she not loyal. It just means that this is her preference. She don't need.
Now, if she eating great value, she's a criminal. She from the bottom. She from the bottom. Was this right? Because I cackled because I didn't know how far he was gonna go. Once he got to the Bluebell, he was like, "Yeah, this is a Southern woman. She gonna cook. She gonna clean." I'm a Bluebell woman, y'all. I love me some Bluebell. And then I think it's Bluebell, of course, is Texas, so that's our ice cream. But yeah, I was like, I feel like this is accurate, Ashley.
Yeah, and I'm a Haagen-Dazs girly. Every bit of a Haagen-Dazs girly, but I don't do Lululemon, right? Because we're not finna support that racist institution. But this is cute. I see this is the kind of content I be liking. Do something for fun. But I think he also has to factor in if they're a mother, because I'm a single woman out here in these streets. I can buy whatever ice cream I want and not have to worry about it. But if you got kids and stuff, I would be getting the Walmart Great Value damn Publix brand too. I'd be getting the 5 gallon. So I
I
don't have
get the blue print. Y'all not finna play with my 10, 12, 11, $16 Bluebell. Y'all can mess around with that great value though. You can mess around with that Publix or whatever he showed here. You can mess around with that all you want to. Bluebell is for me.
But no, this is cute. I like this kind of content. I think this is fun. And I'm a Haagen-Dazs girly. I say I'm classy when I want to be. I think that's cute. I'm gonna go there. I like it.
Why I gotta be good Southern, good clean girl? She gonna cook, she gonna clean,
Good
she gonna
clean
take care of you. Good clean girls. But that is very me. I am very Southern comfort, very cook, clean. Baby, you ate today. Good bacon. That's me. But I just thought this was funny. Let's move on here.
Let me see this bluebell. And sometimes Mayfield. But anytime you see this bluebell, you got you a Southern girl. Good old Southern girl. She gonna cook for you. She gonna clean. Not that anybody else ain't gonna do, but she takes pride in homemaking. You got you a good Southern girl with a thick accent, a real thick accent. If you see her eating this, she a grandma. And that's Walmart brand. It's any kind of brand that ain't name brand. She a grandma, okay? She from the bottom of the bottom, but ain't no wrong with it, okay? You know, that don't mean she not loyal. It just means that this is her preference. She don't need no labels on it. That's what she need, okay?
Oh God.
Damn, what the fuck she do to make her that mad? You know how mad you gotta be to throw a hot grill at somebody? God damn.
Oh, Ashley, I want to know how mad you have to be to pick up a currently cooking links, tips and all, smoking coals to pick that up and throw it at somebody's back.
Girl, it that gotta be about you got burnt. He had to have given her a disease.
No, these are two women. These are two women.
Oh, then she slept with her man. She stole her best friend. She took her check. She did something diabolical because there's no, and you barehanded picked up a hot grill. Oh, that's legendary. That's legendary. Ain't no way. Ain't nothing worth it in the world. That's assault with a deadly weapon. You're going to jail on top of it. On top of the burns on your hands, the 3rd degree. Now, this will cause 3rd degree burns, not lukewarm coffee. That'll cause 3rd degree burns, picking up a hot grill and yeeting it across the park.
Yeet it. Yeet it, the grill. And you probably did more damage to your damn hands than you did to what it barely touched her.
That lady stole her man, took her child, or took her check, did something crazy. Because that's a level of rage I never hope to tap into.
That's a lady doing it. These are two ladies.
Yeah, that's a girl. She got titties.
These are two girls.
Or this is a lesbian spat. Now, I don't know much about it. I haven't been over there before, but I've heard that some of the exchanges can become extremely heated. So it could be her giving her coochie away, you know? You didn't give my thing to somebody else.
I just had never seen anything like that. Like, what I'm not going to do. You know, I didn't see people pick up many things. A currently hot, heated grill with charcoal in it, you threw it at my back. Ma'am, please.
Have you ever even just brushed across a hot grill and it gets your arm?
Hot as hell. Hot as hell. And you picked it up. All I heard was, bitch. That's what I heard, but I don't know.
You heated it. It was force and projection. I'm not doing that.
How mad you gotta be to throw a hot grill at somebody? God damn.
Crazy.
Okay, now this is somebody's mama on down at her baby's birthday party, and please look at the baby's face. We are trying to have a good time. She has this nude illusion dress on, and it's some music playing. Of course, I muted it, but yeah, she came in, and it was, happy birthday to this baby, and she decided to bust it wide open. I want to know from you, Ashley. We are a part of the culture. You're part of that culture where when you having a party for your kid and it eventually becomes an adult party. But that's normally after, later on, and the kids are in bed. No, she came into this baby's function and tried to make it all about her. He's standing there, the daddy's standing there, and she got her chi-chis out and her butt busting it down at the Minnie Mouse party. I want to know, at any given time, would this be okay? And what do you think this woman was thinking?
Hell no, it's never okay. Like, I think that this is a desperate gutter rat. Because why would you, like, you're that desperate for attention that you would do this at this baby's party? Like, if, and I don't mind a good twerk, Tyra. If it's after hours and it's an all adult affair, girl, have at it. Do your big one, honey. Drop it low, show your titties, do everything that you want to do. But I think at a 2-3-year-old birthday party, this is highly inappropriate, and it takes the focus off the child who's supposed to be the center of the day. I think this is lowbrow gutter bucket. I hate everything about it, and I hate that everybody's like co-signing it. Like, this is just the thing to do. I don't understand this level of desperation for attention.
Girl, and I cut it off. She was doing a whole lot. I was like, ma'am. And it was so sad because you could slowly see like the light leave her baby's eyes, like, mommy. And she's clearly, maybe 3. And you could see that she was discouraged at her own party. Like, ain't this supposed to be about me? Everybody was kind of focused on her. And the fact that you came in here and you thought that this was okay, between this and some of the things that I'm seeing, I guess, mothers wear down to the graduation, baby, this isn't about you. This is the time not to show up here in your new dress, and definitely not bust it down at this damn baby's party. Don't do this. This is not about you. But if this is what we're doing now at 3, just so she can take attention away from this baby, watch her. Watch her, please. Watch her closely, and keep it cute. Keep it cute, please.
And we all have people in our family who cut up, but I've never, in all of the hood birthday affairs that I've ever been to in my whole life, I've never seen anybody mama get out and show out like this in front of a room full of toddlers. And I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot, but I've never seen that.
I thought it was disgusting. Now this next heifer here, Ash, I want to know, you down at the wedding and you're a bridesmaid and you catch the bouquet and this happens. What are you doing next? She caught it, but we wanted it. I caught it, but I want it. But heifer, I caught it. It was thrown to me. Look at her. Look at this lady. Look at this lady. Look at this. Look. Girl. Ashley, what's your next move?
Drop kick. You gotta go Cobra Kai. You have to do like the praying mantis, like he did in Karate Kid. Remember that was Mr. Miyagi had taught him that move, Danielson. That's what you gotta do. Because girl, back the hell up off of me, ho. What is wrong with you? Like, I think people like that get curb stomped, and that's probably not okay. But if you don't stop yanking on me, like that would irritate me. And then she's like a little chihuahua who won't stop. Girl, you gotta put her down. You gotta put her down the hard way, Tara.
The way I would have punched this bitch in her face. Are you out of your goddamn mind? All behind the bouquet? Are you crazy?
She's grabbing her neck and
look how aggressive she's being. She gotta put her in the choke, like, girl, back up to get her to move. Like, are you out of your mind? Girl, don't you know I will kill you at this wedding? Girl, this pissed me off. Girl, I will kill you. Are you dumb, bitch? Are you dumb? Girl, you was about to show out and ruin these people's function because you want to be extra all behind the bouquet. It's never that deep. I just felt like she should have punched her in her shit.
Yeah, because she'd been up off me immediately. I'm not gonna swing you around in here. Girl, get off me.
They standing like it's a good old Keke. This ain't no Keke, girl. If you don't unhand me, you bed wench, what's wrong with you?
And got the bride trying to step in like, ooh, stop. Girl, where are the aggressive friends at? Y'all have no aggressive friends?
I would have knocked her out. I would have knocked. Look at you, like, oh my God, so funny. She ain't funny, and she's a good sport about it. Girl, please, you want to die?
I would have had there's no getting past baby.
Wait till I had this baby. Just wait till I had this baby. Wait till I had this baby. You got 2 sex, so I'm swinging first. Wait till I had this baby.
Whenever they mention black fatigue, these are the they talking about.
Shut up.
These is pushing us back. This is diabolical. This is what is pushed in the world and in society to represent us as a whole. And if you don't understand white people, it will be the equivalent of everybody looking at y'all like a redneck. That's the equivalent of this shit. And when she talks about wait till she had this baby, I'm predicting that baby gonna be born with a Pooh Shiesty mask on with 3 kids. The baby gonna come out a father. And his name, he's gonna have a certain suffix. The suffix of this baby's name, well, the prefix of the name would probably be a tay or a day, and it will be a eos or a eon, meaning Tequavion, DeQuavion, Tequav. It's going to be some or Laquavianteus. It's going to be one of those. I mean, my gosh, man, just the coochie of failure, imminent failure.
The coochie.
Ashley, do you agree with this man?
So here's the thing. He must ain't heard the other girls talking about no more playing bees or whatever the big girl was talking about. So here's the thing. I think that we have evolved enough as a society and a people to get off of that one representation of blackness is the whole race. Like, I think that's a cop out. I think that's an excuse. I think that that's bullshit. And I really don't like I don't like the judgment behind that, because what this one black person ate don't make me do anything. You know what I mean? And I think as an evolved society, allegedly, people know that this one demonstration or the action of this one person doesn't represent the entire people. Like, I think that's preposterous and crazy. I think he feels that way. Honestly, when I see that, I'd be like, oh man, that's disappointing. That's crazy. But I look at it just as what it is. It's that person. That don't represent every black person. That don't even represent every person in the hood. That don't even represent every Latavion, DeQuavion, whatever. I think that's a cheap shot. And I hate that. I think that's low hanging fruit. Everybody who from the hood is not ratchet. Everybody who's from the hood or had a different type of upbringing is not the demonstration of what we just saw. And I don't think that has anything to do with the black fatigue that people are having. I think that certain people in this country just don't like being confronted with their own racism, is what I think black fatigue is all about at its core. But I mean, it sounds good, sir. I mean, I hope it got you a couple of views and a cute coin or so, but I don't fully agree with that. I don't.
No, I was like, well, sir, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? And you guys know this is not Sexy Red. This is not Sukiyana. Those Sukiyanas and Sexy Reds have opened the floodgates for more music like this. This is why she looks so similar with the tattoos and I'm sure the glasses and the whole thing. Like, it's popular right now. And Ashley sent me something else with three ladies standing in front of a KFC talking about playing bees, holding 40s. Like, this is they were. This is what is being pushed, but per usual, we are not a monolith. I'm not feeding into this. This is popular. For whatever reason, as far as music, and I'm not gonna act like I don't two-step to me bow. I'll be over there F my baby daddy. I ain't in the house. I'm gonna be over there with Sexy sometimes. Like, that's just that's just what it is. But to equate what these ladies are, sometimes gentlemen are presenting as music to, oh, this is what keeps the black race down. This is, black fatigue. And then we go off into the Quindarius, Lontavius, and yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with anything. And to just center his conversation and focus on that portion of black people is a representation. No, you're off and you're wrong. And I don't know who you spewing it to for you to think that you have somebody to agree with you. I'm sorry about that. But what I don't like is that we'll have this and, oh, this is a disparage to the race and blase. But when you do have more of the audience or artists, since early on, we listen to a lot of music. We see a lot of this skewed towards the black artists as far as women who present in this way, but they never say anything to the men who present. They never say anything, F my baby daddy and my baby daddy waits till I had his baby and no plan Bs. But the same, rhetoric of I'm finna beat this B, shoot this B, stab this B, I just kill my ops, da 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 da. Y'all don't have the same energy for that on that side of the music. But when it comes to rap or whatever, it's just here we go with this. Anybody who wants to support it, you support it, and if you don't, you don't. But don't you equate that to this is what's keeping the entirety of the black race down via marketing and whatever else. It is popular and it is what sells, so you are going to see more of it. But I'm not going to let me have it let me think a certain type of way about my own people. Sir, get out of my way, get out of my face. Oh Lord, not Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus.
Fixing the name would probably be a Tay or a Love Failure.
Coochie failures.
Our girl that's been at the trail rides dancing to the remix of Morgan Wallen and Wetter is trying to charge $6,000 for her to come to a trail ride and do a dance that she didn't even fucking make. And this is why a lot of people get mad when y'all sit up here and y'all jump like fucking jackrabbits every time white people do some bare minimum ass shit that black people do every fucking day. Because the owner of that fucking dance is alive, well, young, and still doing the motherfucking dance as we speak. And do y'all know that the owner of the trail ride, that was his second option? His second option was the owner of the fucking dance. His first option was the fucking colonizer. This is exactly why we had Charli D'Amelio. This bitch had a whole fucking Hulu series because she got famous off of a dance that a black person made and didn't even give them credit until like a fucking year after. Same thing with the white girl that was going viral because she was singing the Lil Baby song, the most mainstream Lil Baby song that everybody motherfucking know. She was singing the song, somebody videoed her, and then she went stupid viral, and motherfuckers was trying to give her $1 million out their back pocket. Like, y'all was literally trying to give her y'all 401k because y'all seen a white woman singing the Lil Baby song. Like, that shit is fucking weird. And y'all wonder why cosplaying is so bad. Y'all wonder why cultural appropriation is so bad. It's because black people keep supporting the fucking bare minimum.
Ashley, do you agree with her?
About this, I think she was talking about actually a biracial person. But I mean, aside from that, just to get to the crux of her whole message, I do think that very strong in the black community is this still this desire and need for white approval. And I didn't know it was so strong till entering the YouTube space. And Tyra actually showed me a great example of it. And I was shook. And then I go out on TikTok and I see similar behavior where you have, Caucasian creators who are shining a light on things that have been implicit within our culture and our lore. And now all of a sudden it's, thank you so much for watching this. I knew it was good, but it's good to hear it from you. It's so good to see that you're watching one of my childhood favorites. It further validates the reason why I love it so. So it does feel like there is this, I don't know if it's subconscious. I don't know. It can't be because they down in the comments talking about, well, thank you. This means so much to me that you would take time out of your life and your day to watch a Living Single episode. It means the world to me that now we can kiki on this, but we see it in different ways, right? We see, certain people singing lyrics to a rap song like, oh girl, you did that, you get invited to the cookout. I do think that's pervasive in the culture, right? I don't agree with everything this young lady's saying because I don't know what place it's coming from with her. But I will say, I can't lie. Some other peoples can do the bare minimum and reap exponential rewards while some of us have to give our blood, sweat, and tears to get a fraction of the shine or the light. And that's not coming, and that's just looking at it, as objectively as I possibly can. It's a thing, Tyra, in my opinion. It is a thing. There is still this desire and this want for y'all to approve of us and to see us
I know one thing with this young lady here. I'm not going to play the but she black games. If you're not,
here we go.
If you don't outwardly present and you have to show me your lineage and who my uncle, daddy, granny was married to give me your blackness, I don't want to see it. And even if her, one of her parents is presenting, she does not present and look like a black woman. And if anybody saw her, she's blending in just fine with the rest of these women here. So I'm going to equate her to who she's standing next to. There's that. So it does give like a disparage or whatever, like a racial thing when she's giving the opportunity in the platform versus whoever the black creator was. Baby, in this video, baby, she mad. I'm tired. She's mad. So I think that's why we're hearing a lot of profanity, because she's upset because it seems like it's something that's been happening a lot, and we're exposed to it more often now via things like TikToks and platforms, because you'll see this and whoever was the originator or what have you, they kind of get left in the dust. I think her issue was here is that whoever was booking this young lady, and I think I've seen her at several.
I don't think this is the lady though that she's talking about in this video behind her. I thought she was talking about that biracial one who'd be like, "Ain't nobody effing with me. Ain't nobody effing with me." I thought this was just the background she used. I didn't think it was this girl we're seeing here in this video. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Paul Henry Lewis Gates Expeditions. I didn't. It's that we would even, I think it should say, well, it's whatever we expect, brands and the TikToks and the endorsements, whatever, to give opportunity. But if it's a trail ride that's mostly within the black culture, a lot like reach out to you, be the one to reach out to the young lady who created it, that's not getting any shine or any play when she originated it, but versus reaching out to this person here. But I think it's also a popularity contest, like where everybody may know who she is, whoever created it. And I'm saying whoever because I don't even know, and I'm not ingrained doing any of these dances. That's not my ministry. But it's like, why didn't you reach out and give her some shine versus booking? And I think that's why it kind of ended in center on. See, us black people stay support some, not all, some, not all, but it is unfortunate that in the space we do see this happen a lot, and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon, because this is extremely marketable back here.
It is. I think, and like I said, I'm not mad at white creators for branching out and doing that. But if you get into the thick of these comments, it's very much, well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Master Boss. I appreciate you for looking at me and for seeing what we do, seeing how we contribute. I was a good one. Like it goes over there. It teeters. It does, y'all. It does. Go over there. Go and read some of them comments. It's like, is you cool? Like, are y'all you felt proud enough to use your real account to post that underneath somebody's video? But I don't knock, the different creators doing their thing, and get your bag. I think until we change, that doesn't change.
But y'all, wrapping it up here. This will definitely be our last thing, and we are about to get out of here. But I had to show these ladies because we missed them.
Her, and then she went stupid viral, and motherfuckers was trying to give her $1 million out their back pocket. Like, y'all was literally trying to give her y'all 401k because y'all seen a white woman singing a little baby song. Like, that shit is fucking weird. And y'all wonder why cosplaying is so bad. Y'all wonder why cultural appropriation is so bad. It's because black people keep supporting the fucking bare minimum.
Did they say this was an open bar? I'm just.
Uh-oh. What happened?
The curls fell. Golden, you're supposed to slay the house down, not lay down. My curls fell down.
Was that a thirst trap? Sorry, girl.
Hello?
Relax. I got this. Curling iron.
Wait, I didn't know you had a curling iron too.
Yeah, we do.
Look at that. Oh.
What are you doing?
Girl, do me.
Get off the floor. Pattern's got something for everybody. You just gotta know how to cocktail it.
Don't worry. I'm not driving.
There's an arrival of a special guest.
Girl.
Oh my God! Oh, I got tears in my eyes.
Chili chill.
Okay, it looks so good.
Y'all do, Lynn.
Girl, it looks good. It looks so good. They look wonderful. Like, they look so good. I really, it warmed my heart to see this. I saw this last night and I was like, look at them. And I wanted to know, but I was like, are they working on a movie? Is it like, I was like, oh no, it's just for this advertisement here. But just the fact that anybody reached out and, thought enough to get these ladies together, and they're saying it's Golden Brooks and Golden get off the floor. But I was like, Maya, she said, girl, my curls and fail. It's very, very Maya. Very Maya, very Tony, very Lynn, and they look awesome. I just wanted to know, Ashley, how did you feel just to see these ladies together?
Girl, I was so excited, and I didn't see the actual ad. I knew they were connecting for Pattern, and I got to see the reunion in the parking lot first, and oh my goodness, it was like my heart was warm, and I too was like, oh gosh, they're doing something. They're doing like a revival. We're doing a reboot. We're getting together. It's a reunion movie. It's something, but nevertheless, it's just these ladies are aging beautifully. They look so good. They're in such good shape. The feels are still all there. I really hope they end up doing a project, but this is so good and so heartwarming for sure.
Oh, they look so good, and I just love how excited they were to see each other. It's very, very organic. It's like give these, and then I feel like I don't know if this is this Tracy's brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so, and I was like, leave it up to Tracy. Tracy, I'm gonna reach out to my girls. I'm gonna reach out to my girls and bring the gang together to not only get us together, but give opportunity, because we know as far as like success after Girlfriends, Tracy has had more consistency in her career, and I thought it was really thoughtful that she reached out to bring them together to have a reunion, but also get a cute coin. And they look good. They look good. I was hoping that it was a little cute revival, but I'll take what I can get. I just thought they looked great. I thought they looked great. But y'all, that's it for the collective news. Back to you, Bob. Back to you, Bob. Ashley, anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
No, thank y'all so much for coming through. Thank you for supporting. We appreciate it. This is a really fun segment, and y'all know we want to keep it. So please share, drop a comment after the video is done underneath the video. That helps to push it. We're still kind of in the debating part of it, because honestly, it looks easy. We make it look easy, but it's really like a work to like curate this segment and put everything together and find things that are going to be of interest and talk worthy. So please just show love in the comment section. That would do a lot to help us. But thank y'all for coming through and supporting us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And Ashley was nice about it. This is a demand at this point. If you want any collective news here, please drop down. It has, like right now, it is currently 120 people here. I'm not expecting 120 comments, but damn it, if you can do 60, that's great. Like, get down there and show love. Like, we can't give what we don't get back, and y'all know we are known for dropping something like a bad habit. And I don't want the collective news to be that, so be sure to drop down and show us some love in that chat and let us know what you thought about the commentary. Of course, Saturdays are not just for collective news, they are also for our Saturday members only blockbuster movie night watch-alongs. This time, it is Ashley's turn. I'm going to leave you guys with her choice. We're going to get on over there, and we will definitely see you guys next time. Consider a membership, y'all. Good night, y'all.
When I had my vision, you couldn't see. I'm off the better thing. I'm doing shit that's gonna make me hella